Hi, I'm Samir and I'm here with my teammate Harsh, and together we make Team Raven. Now, before I begin, I would like to ask you a question. Which country do you think is the largest producer of milk? The second largest producer of fruits and vegetables? Well, India it is. We grow enough food to feed every citizen of our own, and yet 35.5% of our children are stunned. 57% of our women are anemic. India ranks 111th out of 125 nations on the Global Hunger Index, worse than Bangladesh, worse than Nepal. We don't have a food crisis, rather, we have a nutrition intelligence failure. And that's exactly what Anya is built to fix. Now, I would like to show you how Anya works. Presenting Anya. When we analyze real data from National Family Health Survey across India's 640 districts, we found something alarming. In Shoaipur, Madhya Pradesh, just 800 kilometers from Mumbai, India's financial capital, 79% of children are anemic, 55% are stunned. This isn't a war zone. This is a district in world's fifth largest economy. The Indian government spends 28,000 crore rupees on nutrition programs every year. Well, the system is broken, and it could be fixed in three fundamental way: predict, fortify, and nourish. So that's what we built the Anya for. Now I would like to show you how the prediction works. Now this is Anya, India's own nutrition Copilot. It's a three-stage AI pipeline that predicts who is at risk, fortifies it with precision, and nourishes it with culturally appropriate meal that people will actually eat. Now let me show you how it works. So this is our nutrition command center. We are currently monitoring India's top 10 most malnourished aspirational districts, covering over 1.6 crore citizens using real NFHS 5 data. Now, as you can see over here on the Madhya Pradesh, our machine learning model doesn't just say this district has malnutrition. It breaks down the complex data by specific micronutrient. Iron deficiency by 68%, vitamin deficiency by 52%, underweight people are 28%, and other things, as you can see over here. Each score is generated by an ensemble model that fuses real health data from NFSH5, real-time food prices from Magma Market, weather data from IMDb, and socio-economic geological indicators. So we use location and a lot of parameters in order to fetch this data. This is not a dashboard that shows what happened last year. This is an early system warning that tells you what's coming next for you. So this is something that shows us how it's working. These are the top 10 risk districts, as you can see. And I would also like to show you, if you go to the map, you can click anywhere and get the data for any state you wish. We also have a feature in which you can also add your district, which I would like to show you by the end of this video. So once we know what's wrong, all that's left is how we can fix it at lowest cost. So current India's approach is to fortify all rice with iron and distribute it everywhere. But a district with vitamin A or B12 deficiency profile and a limited budget doesn't really need iron fortified rice. That is waste. Anya's fortification optimizer, as you can see on this step 2, uses a linear programming to solve a different question, giving the district specific need with an optimal combination of fortification vehicles to maximize impact per rupee. Now, different states have their own different ways of fortification, as much they have their own type of their own different risk prediction. Now, let's talk about Madhya Pradesh for now. So for Madhya Pradesh, it suggests giving them this Anganwadi Take Home Premix fortified edible oil that provides them vitamin A and D, because that's something they are lacking, as well as fortified rice, midday meal fortified flour, and double fortified soil with iron and iodine. Now these are not very expensive meals or expensive ways to suggest, but these are especially customized or targeted for their own state that we have fetched from their own data. And critically, this system accounts for bioavailability sciences. So iron and vitamin C enhance each other, whereas iron and calcium compete for the absorption. So we separate them into different meals and delivery channel, and the level of scientific precision is what makes Anya very unique or more precise and accurate. Now this is this is the fortification, and you can also download the fortification plan over here for different district. Now let's move on to nutrition. Now this is our third module, Nourish, a culturally aware meal planner. So what it can do is it can generate a meal plans according to people of their own district. For example, I can put any district over here. I can choose what kind of person they are, their preferences, etc., and their monthly food budget, how many family member do they have. So it will basically create them basically a plan for them, which is based on something that they actually need, that we fetched from the predict and fortification data, and using all of these data sources as well, NFHS 5, ICDS Anganwadi, IMD Weather, Agnama Market, and FASI. So these data actually give us a precise idea of that particular region, that what they actually need. So we came up with this plan. Now this plan is something that you can do for every district that you wish. All you need to do is just see our district thing, and this is the nutrient coverage that we are doing and how it is working. And it is also busting the myths. That is also very accurate part, that the myths are something that people are also following. And this is their weekly food breakdown. This is their foods and cereal, and this is fruits, oils, new nuts, seeds, meat and fish. So that is something that is something that could be the iron sources or further good sources for the people, for the particular religious or cultural group that we choose. So this is nourishment, and this is something that could be downloaded and also be sent or forwarded via WhatsApp to someone else, because everyone are using WhatsApp nowadays, and we added this WhatsApp feature very particularly so it can reach a wider audience and people can actually use that. Now I would like to show you the next part. So our next part is how we can add our district. All we need to do is go here, click on add district, and type any district that we wish. It would fetch the coordinates, and it would use Grok's reasoning as well as Bing web search API and few other APIs as I suggested, or a few other data sources to fetch the best data. For example, we do for Agra, Uttar Pradesh, and you can click on analyze with Grok, and then it did just added the Agra for us on the map. So this is the 11th place it added. So these are the issues that they are facing in Agra, and this is the issues that they are having issues with. So this is how it came up with particular prediction. So it is the 25th state, as you can see, with the issues. So that's how it works, and that is how we can add further states. And besides that, I would also like to show you that our ML engine also predicts who is at risk. So these are the factors that it sees. It talks about monsoon seasons, festival cycles, marriage season, migration patterns, caste weight diet, tribal versus non-tribal, and also PDS disruptions. And this covers, and right now we are covering up to top 10 states, but you can, as I showed, you can add any states of your choice, and the AI would do a very deep analysis and would came up with a better plan to build this. And this is our GitHub repo. So what we are trying to build is we are trying to build a Copilot for India that can potentially help every Indian get better and make India better. So thank you so much. That's Team Raven.